This 9-year-old dog was diagnosed with cancer, but then a mystery man entered his life. Some animals are lovable, especially when it comes to dogs. They are unparalleled. As the famous saying goes, dogs are a man's best friend. That's true when it comes to loyalty. Dogs are of no match. This is a story of one such dog, a rescue dog who was diagnosed with cancer and was left out when a man who took him and taught him a way of life. Donuts, a rescue dog, was losing out on time. Being of high age, he was diagnosed with cancer. Though, the shelter was doing a lot to keep the dog's hopes alive, but Donuts needed the affection of a family. And then one day, a miracle in the shape of a guest appeared to change things for Donuts. Life is rigid for street dogs. Even if they end up getting rescued, they will still be needing a proper home to get the love they want. And finding a new home for the little ones, such as puppies, won't be hard. But if you are a senior dog, it's assuredly hard. Take into account the story of this 9-year-old Labrador boxer mix named Donuts. He had the name Donuts due to the pleasant essence he had, but to his grief, he ended up landing at the Ark Valley Humane Society. What was worse, that the dogs couldn't cope with the alien conditions of the shelter, as the way of life at the shelter was not good enough for Donuts to adhere to. An affiliate of the AVHS, Susie's Senior Dogs, SSD, posted the dog's details on their Facebook page, anticipating that it may find him a family. Having said that, this attractive dog can't be wasting his life laying at the shelter home all by himself. SSD further explained the old dog's condition, as he couldn't cope up with a remote life and his senses were causing troubles. He was having a distorted vision and problems with hearing. Moreover, his old bones were getting shaky. However, Donuts needed a home, a family, and he wanted it quickly, as he was not exactly at the end and things could change for the handsome fellow. Vets found a lump-like thing growing on Donuts' legs, and it appeared to be tumorous, and the doctors called it a fibrosis, a benign scar tissue, and the other idea was that the lump may be a sign of cancer. However, the AVHS were still waiting for the dog's tests. The tests had both good and bad news. The lump indeed turned out to be because of cancer, whereas as it was diagnosed by the vets at a very early stage, Donuts could fight it back for life. The cancer was a type of sarcoma called hermanangioparasitoma, but it was still in its premature stage. Despite that, its attendants had a heavy heart to see the charming animal without a human carer. Having Donuts' health in mind, the pursuit for a home and family for him became even more important. The AVHS clearly stated that he has cancer, and yet he has not been taken by anyone, so it's a humble request to all people out there, be it a foster or anyone else, to take up the dog, as all our fosters are currently engaged with pets. The AVHS were clueless as to why no one was taking up the charming dog. By all means, he was tender-hearted and loving, but just like all other dogs, Donut wanted a family. He wanted the love of human beings around him. The SSD further explained that Donuts is a carefree dog who is a philophile. He has a simple nature, and he doesn't ask for anything beyond. What he needs is a loving family to look after him, and yes, sometimes a treat that keeps him running in joy. Despite undergoing many visits from doctors and many tests being performed upon him, Donuts was very calm. He kept his cool and never behaved fiercely with the doctors. He even allowed them to draw blood samples from his body. And then one day, a visitor approached the shelter to meet the dog. Yes, Donuts had a visitor waiting for him. On January 15, 2017, Matt Evans, a resident of Colorado, came to take the dog to his new home. Finally, Donuts was going to have a family to play with. The AVHS described them both as a match made by God for the good. The staff at AVHS were euphoric about the dog springing back to life, but they were not the only ones to be happy. During the campaign to find Donuts a home, he gained a lot of popularity on the social media platform as his adoption quest went viral. But it does not end here on making Donuts go viral, despite him being featured as a star on the US Today. Indeed, the generosity and the humble gesture of the good-looking young man, Evans, gained him a lot of admirers. All singles out there stormed one of his pictures with Donuts as saying, "Is he taking the girlfriend applications?" Another wrote, "There's a line of ladies out there waiting for you to respond." No matter what Evans' relationship status might have been, all the love he received from Donuts was unmatchable, and it seemed as if the new home and Evan were just the things needed by Donuts to get back into life. He's doing great and chases squirrels when going with me for a walk at the Cheeseman Park," remarked Evans. He doesn't act old. However, in the start, he has had problems adapting to car travel. "It seems as if he's enjoying life now," he added. So how did you guys find this story? Inspired by the generosity of Evans? Do let us know in the comment section below. Thank you.